You know, today's been a tough day. There's a positive, there's a negative. You know, I just lost my first game of NBA 2K22. You know, it's not because I'm ass. It's just I'm a 60 overall, and I'm so mad. This was my build, you know. This was my badges. I had nothing, and I'm now 0-1. And I played an 80 overall, but he didn't look good. Like, he had a really, I thought he was terrible, and I really regret it. But now I'm 0-1. But there's good news too. There's good news. Is that there's finally a new game, and I have the best build in it. Now, with this shooting this year, I've heard a lot of different things with this builder. I heard it's really easy to shoot, and I don't know if that's true because I obviously haven't played on a build that's max. But I'm gonna play the safe card this year, okay? So, like I said, it's really easy to shoot. Apparently, I haven't seen it myself. So, like I said, I'm gonna be safe. I'm gonna make a build that has a high 3-point rating, but can still do it all at the same time. And if I want to later on in the year, of course, I can make a new build that's, you know, gonna be better than what I'm using now. But this is the best and most efficient and probably the safest point guard build to make at the start of this game. But like I said, if you guys want to make a two-way slashing playmaker, you go ahead, you do that. But the way I play with screens. I don't like ISO. I use screens a lot, and I'm gonna play probably a lot of shooting centers. So if that's kind of you and you guys want to shoot really well like I do, this is the video. And I'm gonna show you guys why this having a build like this is so important. So you guys know, if you guys do make a two-way slashing playmaker, which I don't suggest, but you do you only get 10 or 11 shooting badges. And this year there is so many more shooting badges that you can get that I feel like you need the most shooting badges as possible. So I'm just gonna show you guys how I made mine, and obviously I'm not gonna go too much into all the other builds and waste too much time. This is the best build, and it's just how it is. At least for day one, okay? At least for day one. Obviously, if you go farther into the year, you know, there will be maybe better builds that we realize. But for now, this pie chart will always be the best build. It's just you can speed boost and you can shoot really well. So unless you want to take risks and make something like this with no shooting badges, or something like this, the two-way slashing playmaker with no shooting badges, I'm just not taking the risk. I'm gonna make sure I can shoot. I'm gonna make sure I can speed boost, and I'm gonna go with the half and half, green and yellow. Go with the speed. You know, you have to go with the speed, or you're not gonna be fast, because you don't know how much. That's what I'm saying. We don't know how much speed affects your player. We don't know how much any of this stuff affects your player. So you want to be as fast as possible, especially as a point guard. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the finishing. I'm gonna move this real quick just so you guys can see. The driving dunk, I'm gonna do a 64, and driving layup is 75. That's all you need for finishing, especially as a point guard and how I want to play. I'm not gonna need like a bunch of finishing, you know, badges or attributes, anything like that. Shooting, like I said earlier, this is the most important part. Obviously, you're gonna be able to shoot, but there's so many new badges here that I want to try out and make sure that I have. I want 25 shooting badges, so you're gonna have max everything and put your post fade to a 78. I'm gonna go over the badges at the end, like all the new shooting and finishing and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go over which ones I'm gonna use and which ones I'm not gonna use, and all the new ones, stuff like that. So make sure I stay to the end. And then for the playmaking, I'm gonna do 21 of playmaking badges, so max pass accuracy and ball handle. Defense, just max everything that a guard needs: perimeter, lateral, steal, and then defensive rebound. And then go up on your offensive rebounds. I mean, you can do block or offensive rebound, whatever, up to you. But make sure you have 7 defensive badges. So I'm gonna do block, and you're gonna have 7 if you make your block a 39. So 7 defensive badges is what you need, and then just do the rest on playmaking, and then you'll have 23 playmaking badges. So the badge layout will be 1, 25, 23, and 7. Like I said, I don't think you need finishing, especially right away on a build like this. It's just not needed. And the 25 and 23 is necessary because, like I said, there's a lot of new badges that you're gonna have to get. They had new badges from next gen. They have new badges just in general. So you make sure you have as much shooting and playmaking badges as you can, and you don't want to go with 25 and 23. Height, you're going to want to go to 6'2". As you can see, your speed goes to 89. 6'2", I don't really know how much height affects your build, neither do you. So I'm going to go 6'2", because if you go any shorter, it's going to make your defense really bad. If you go any taller, I don't want it to be too slow, so I'm going to make him 6'2". His ball handling goes up 1, and his speed's going to be 89. And then when you mess with your weight, you're going to have a 99 speed at 99 overall. So you're going to make your weight 169. And look, you have a 91 speed, so at 99, your speed should be 99, and you should be good. So weight, you're gonna want to go 169. Like I said, wingspan, this is very personal preference. Like I said, if you make it high, you're gonna have a lower 3-ball, but like I said, it's as we hear, it's easier to shoot with lower 3-ball. I'm gonna do something like lower, probably somewhere around like 75.8, so you're gonna have 89.3, something like that. So I'm gonna go lower wingspan, but you can do what you want. Like I said, I'm probably gonna go like this: 75.8 with 89.3, 89 ball handle. If you feel like going, go longer, wingspan, that's fine. I'm sure you'll be alright with shooting. Takeover, obviously you don't want to do spot up shooter, but let me show you that. This is the most important part. There's just so many new badges and this is why I made this play shot, because there's so many new badges that you have to be able to like just think about using. You can't just like have 10 shooting badges and think it'd be like cash. Finishing badges, really matter what you put on. They don't have contact finisher anymore, so you're probably gonna want to go with some like fucking, I don't know, Giant Slayer or like Slithery, anything like that. I don't think it really matters, I'm not gonna lie, so I'll just put it on Slither for now. And this is where the shooting badges and all this is why you need 25 shooting badges, where it starts to get interesting, excuse me. So they have blinders, and you guys know how good blinders was from next gen. That was insane. So I'm gonna put it on at least silver, at least. I don't know if I'm gonna put on Hall of Fame, I don't know how good it is, but it was good last year, so I'm gonna put on at least silver. Chef is a new badge, just read this. Gives a boost to the range of the player can effectively shoot off the dribble 3-point attempts. Like, that's like the definition of like what every good guard wants. So Chef is what I'm gonna put on Hall of Fame, and hopefully it lives up to its expectations. So I expect to be really, really good. Green Machine's always a solid badge. I'll probably put on silver. Deadeye, I'll probably put on silver just to be safe. Hot Zone Hunter, you know you're gonna have to have the Hall of Fame. This is a new badge too, Limitless Spot Up. So you guys know I don't spot up that much, but if you spot up, this could be really, really good. Like, you could probably, with this badge, you could probably like spot up from like literally like half court. Just think about like sitting on like the hash really far back and just shooting, catch and shoots. You're probably gonna be able to knock it down if you have a Hall of Fame. Lucky number 7 is new, gives a boost to early shot, like the first 7 seconds. Okay, so the first 7 seconds, it'll give you a boost to your shot. I don't really do that often, so I'm not gonna use it. You can if you want. Maybe in the 1, that's good actually. The next badge, Mismatch Expert. Now this badge is interesting for a lot of reasons. Obviously, if you like to ISO the center, once you get a pick and roll, you know they switch, and you're gonna have, if you ISO the center, and you could probably shoot right over them, which is actually really, really helpful. Like I said, especially if you use screens and then ISO the center. So I'm probably gonna put that on silver, because I do that, but not every play. So I'm gonna put that on silver. I still have 9 upgrades left, and that's what I need. And Stop and Pop is really good, as you guys know. I'm putting on gold. This is the new badge that I think is really good. Sniper. So you guys know Sniper, like the last couple years, was terrible. But either way, it was terrible last year. It was for aiming. But now it says jump shots taken with slightly early timing or late timing will receive a boost, while early or late shots receive a bigger penalty. Okay, so I was never expecting to make an early or late anyway, so the penalty doesn't bother me. But if it's slightly earlier, late, if it's just slightly off, which most of my shots are, I'm assuming yours are too, it's gonna get a boost. So I'm gonna put that on gold and see how that works out. And I still have 3 badges left, so like I said, I don't really know which badges are fire yet, but I'll probably, just to be safe, I'll probably put it on. I feel like I'm missing a badge. What badge am I missing? Because I guess I'm not, but I'll probably put on Green Machine, Deadeye on gold, and then I'll just Stop and Pop Hall of Fame. This is probably what I would do, but look how many new badges are. There's Blinders, there's Chef, you gotta check out maybe Mismatch Expert, the Sniper's good, Lucky number 7, Limitless Spot. There's a lot of badges that you can use and that'll help you get better. And that's why I don't suggest making like a 2-way slash and Playmaker, but more of a build like this, just because you don't know if you need these badges. If you have 2-way slash and Playmaker and you have 10 badges, like all you're gonna have enough badges for is literally like Hot Zone Hunter gold, Green Machine gold, and like what, Chef gold, and then catch and shoot. Like that's all you're gonna have. So I don't think that's enough, especially when you don't have a Hall of Fame. So I think that this build is not only the best, but it's the safest build, and that's the most important thing, especially day 1, because we don't know how this game's gonna be. You just want to make a safe build that you know is going to be good for at least the first couple months. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I suggest you guys do as well. But here's Playmaking, obviously Angle Breaker, but Bullet Pass is really important. Dimer if you want to play the stretch. Glue Hands, this is a new badge. Reduces the chance of an errant pass while improving the ability to catch. I'm not going to use it. You use it if you want to. This is a new badge, Hyperdrive. When you're moving forward, I think it is. Yeah, when you're going down the court, you can do moves faster. But this is one where I really think it's interesting. Quick Chain, I'm going to put on Hall of Fame, especially off rip, because who knows if this badge is going to be OP or not. But it says a player with this badge can quickly put together a series of moves. Like, if I can stand there and just do a bunch of spam dribble moves and it's really fast and catch my defender off guard, I'm going to use it. So I'm going to put this Hall of Fame just to check it out at least. And you know, if it's bad, I'll just take it off. But you need these Hall of Fame. Those 2 right there. And so you can do the rest what you want. Obviously, Unpluggable helps. And then you're going to want like someone like Dimer or Bailout or some shit like that. So I'm going to help you But the most important ones obviously are hand slaves, quick for step. But these new ones, quick chain, hyperdrive, glue hands, there's a lot of new badges that you can look at. But I would definitely try quick chain. And for the defensive, there's not many new ones, but that I'm gonna use as a guard. But menace is new, which I heard is good. Ball stripper, which but like that's gonna be good for guards, especially guarding the centers. But that is, I'll probably have that on bronze. Ball stripper, like Jesus. Clamps on gold and pick dodge on gold. That's probably what I'm gonna run. But the new badges, hustler. These are obviously good for locks, but for me, I'm not gonna get into these that much. But these are the badges that I would put on. And this is my final word on this build. And I know people are gonna be like, that's just a regular play shot. But listen, it's day one. We don't know how the game's gonna be. I know this is a high 3-pointer, especially from what we're hearing. It's just to be safe, because one, we don't know if they're gonna patch shooting. They could patch shooting for all we know, and if they patch shooting, there's gonna be a lot of people like not happy about it. So I'm just not gonna risk it. I'm gonna make a high 3-pointer regardless. The shooting badges that I have, the 25 shooting badges, as you guys can see right there, is gonna be important. These new badges I think are gonna be useful, and I think I'm gonna need as much shooting badges as possible. So this is the build I'm making. I would make it too. It's the safest build off rip. So if you guys have not hit the sub button, hit the like button, make sure you do that. I appreciate it. I'll probably be live later today, and I'll be home this weekend, so a lot more videos to come. And I'm out. Everyone have a great day. Peace.